Good morning. It's Saturday again, and we are going to make another little album. And what you need is 5 toilet rolls, and then we are going to make an album. Okay, let's start. I'm going to use this. I will show you. If you haven't got one, it's not a problem. Your toilet rolls will just not be as flat as mine. You will take your toilet roll and press it down on the one side like that. I'm doing this first because I need this out of my way, and then you can burnish it. By burnishing it, this is what I have. You can try any other way if you haven't got a die cut machine. Go something like a little what was that? A cuddle bug or a go cut and emboss. Then this is what you will have instead of that. But it doesn't matter, as you are going to stick down the one side and then maybe use that for tags. Or if you don't want to use it for tags, you can just put some glue in there and it will flatten by itself. Okay, but let me show you quickly. Okay, this is what I've got when I didn't put it through the machine. I'm just going to do it through my machine, and I've got all my plates, my B plate, my C plate and my A plate, and then I'm just going to run it through here. Okay, so there is my one page. I'm just going to take this out of the way. Okay, so you need 5 of these. 6, sorry, 6. You need 6 of these, and you need 4 pieces of, I used kraft cardstock, 1-inch pieces, which we will score, and then paper to cover and to embellish your little booklet. Okay, the one I just did, I'm going to just put on some lights maybe. Ooh. Now you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to chalk up everything, all my edges. Oh yes, and you will need 1 piece of, you can use just a 2-inch if you have another toilet roll. I'm going to use a piece of chipboard that's 2.5 inches for my spine. So just chalk up everything. Ooh. it's not a large album, but I've decided that in this little album I'm going to use photos of MacGyver, our Steffi. We had to put him out. We took him to the vet about more month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, and he was very sick and we had to put him out. So this is MacGyver's little album, and I'm going to place some small photos of him and maybe my son. He thought, I mean, he was a big Steffi, but he thought he was a lap dog. He loved sitting on my son's lap all the time. So that is what we have so far. And you've got your spine piece. That's 2.5 by 2.5. It's a square piece. And your 4 little hinges that you are going to use, and paper to cover everything. You will need 6 pieces of, let me just measure this. I think I did it at 2, where is my ruler? 2 3/8. Yes, 2 3/8 by 3 3 and 3 1/4. You can maybe make it 3 3/8 to cover. You'll rather make it a little bit bigger, but you can cover then everything like that. Okay, but first things first, we are going to, and maybe if you have, you can use a piece of Tyvek. Now Tyvek is a paper that can't tear. It's made of, you know, when you go to Ushaka, you get those little bands that you wear until you get home because you can't get it off, and you use a piece of, you use a pair of scissors or a knife or something to get that thing off. This is what that is. Most of that is made of Tyvek. So I'm going to do it just as big as my spine, which is 2.5 inches, and I will do it a bit longer than the 2.5 inches. If you haven't got Tyvek and you have got dog food, I mean, I'm going to make it 4. Those bags, the big bags that the dog food comes in, you can use that. It is very strong. You can use that on any album, and it's very strong. It will never tear. You can't tear this. You can't tear this. Okay, so we are going to start by placing some glue into of our toilet rolls. You're going to place some glue in the center there, and then we are going to stick those together, because this will be your outside pieces, your covers. I'm just letting the glue run down there, and I will place some on this side as well. and then I will work it in to the inside. And that. So that's my one outside my cover. And I'm going to use this one as the other one. I'm going to place it underneath something. Something heavy, so that it can just set. The glue must just set. Okay. So, okay, that one can go out of the way. Now I'm going to do the hinges, and we are going to need a school board, or you can score as you like. I need them. I score with my school board, and it's 1 inch pieces, so I'm going to score them all at 1/2 inch. All 4 of them. And then I'm going to fold and burnish. These are 2.5 inches so that they can fit in here. That's going to be, is it 2.5? Maybe I must just check for you. It's 2 3/8. So you need 4 2 3/8, and that's going to go in there. And we are going to glue up the one side, place it in there on both sides. And once again we are going to have to, I'm going to do all my hinges first, because we need to have the hinges set. The glue must set so that we can carry on. Okay, so I'm going to take my my hinge, and I'm going to glue it up. You might have to maybe use some clips. I'm gluing it up on both sides because it's got to be stuck on both sides. So that it is to the left of the score line. You need the score line to be there, and I'm going to put some clips on there to just set it down. It must dry like that. And my next one. Okay, so my 3 pages are done, and I'm going to grab these, and we are going to work on the outside, the covers. Okay, so I'm going to, for this I might use some tape as well. I don't know. Or I can use only this. I'm going to place my centerpiece first. My spine, and I'm going to try and get it to the center as close as possible, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to place my two sides, my side covers, my front and back cover. Leave a little space there, about 2 to 3 millimeters. Okay, make sure it's straight. It's got to be able to turn over. You can use, instead of this, you can use normal cardstock to make that piece, to do this, to put your cover together. Okay, now that's got to sit. I'm going to take a piece of paper to cover this now, before I place my hinges on here. So what have I got? I'm going to have to take something that is just as big as my pieces here. It's 2.5, and I'm going to make it 4 inches again, and I'm going to put some glue on here. Now this paper I'm using is some of the thinnest paper I've worked with ever, and I'm just going to put some glue in my hinge here. In the gaps between there, and I'm going to place this down. And then I'm going to use my bone folder and just go in there lightly, don't try to push through it, just lightly do that. And then my other side. lightly do that and like that. Okay, we are going to place the hinges now, the pages, and I want you to go approximately, what's that? It's more than half a centimeter, but it's not a centimeter. Go 3/4 of an inch from the side of your little back side, yeah, your spine. Go 3/4 of an inch, and then you will place your first one. We are going to glue this up on the one side only. And then with this, you place it to the center of your spine. So approximately 3/4 of an inch from the side, and make sure it's in the center, everything lines up, and just give it time to set. Okay, then you take your next one and try not to move that one around now. We are going to work with this one. Just some glue on there, and then you will place it here next to this side. And once again, make sure everything is straight. So there's my second one is in, and now I'm going to do the third one. So against there again. Pressing it down. And making sure that everything is straight. And then the last one, you're going to take and you're going to place it down on that side, like that. Just next to the hinge. So I'm going to glue that up. So all the others lay down with the hinge going to the right side. This one is going to go to the left side, and it's going to go on that hinge. Like that. Get it in line. So there is our little booklet. Now we just have to cover it. We've got a small album. That's what it looks like. And now we just need to cover everything. I'm going to start with the outsides, and you need something to cover it 100%. Or otherwise you need to try and ink this up, but it's better to cover everything. So you're going to start with this side, with your spine side, and you're going to place a piece over there once again, and then you can burnish it so that the glue sits in there, and then you can do the front and the back. And I've got this piece from the paper, so I'm going to put something on here just to cover that up. Okay, so you can carry on and embellish your little booklet as you want. But this is what mine looks this for, and I will show you when I'm done. Okay, so let me show you what I've done. I've placed some ribbon there, and then I placed paper, pattern paper in my little album. This didn't take me even half an hour. And then I made tags. I stuck some of the paper on cardstock. The tags are, let me quickly tell you, 2 1/4, and I made it by 4, and then I punched it with my tag punch. If you haven't got this, you can make tags with whatever and just place them in there. That one, and I can place photos on my tags as well. This is not for large photos, it will be very small photos, and you can. So there we are. There I'm going to write. I didn't chalk this. I chalked everything except that. Afterwards I just went around and chalked everything, and well, that is my little album. It's done. Thank you for playing with me again today. I hope you enjoy this little album. Do something with it. It won't take you an hour, maybe an hour. And while we had to stay home, do something. Enjoy. Thank you. And remember to like and subscribe to my channel. And please share this video. Thank you so much. Have a stunning day. Bye.